Hi, welcome to my travel blog. This was my first visit to this city with 20,000 bridges. Yes, you heard that right, 20,000 bridges. And this city is none other than Chongqing. My journey begins from the city of Guangzhou, and I took a metro to the metro, or they call it the subway, to the Guangzhou South Railway Station. So Guangzhou South Railway Station is one of the biggest railway stations in Guangzhou, and it's one of the 4 railway stations in the city, and it's one of the railway stations where most of the high-speed trains operate from. So the journey alone took about 5.5 hours on the train, and it goes through some of the most scenic routes in China that goes through Guilin, Yangtze, and some other places. So this train is a G category train, which is one of the fastest trains that runs in the HSR in China. So this travels to about 350 kilometers an hour. So there are 3 classes, that is G class, D class, and C class. So the D class runs at about 250 kilometers an hour, and the C class runs at about 200 kilometers an hour. There was like a short break in the city called Guiyang. Guiyang is the capital of Guizhou province, which is located in the southwest of China. Guiyang has a rich history dating back to 700 BC. It was just a short break to have a bit of a stretch. I got out of the train. I think it was there for just about 2 minutes. So it was just a quick break, and then the journey begins again. Because this place is really hilly and mountainous, the trains go through these big tunnels and really tall bridges. It's quite a spectacle to watch. There were hundreds of tunnels and bridges that this train went through, and some of these tunnels took about a minute or 2 to even pass. So the infrastructure for these trains are just massive. China has about 40,000 kilometers of high-speed railway tracks. So this is more than the combined total length of all the high-speed railway tracks around the world. So Chongqing is located in the southwest China region, and it is one of the biggest metropolis, and it's got a blend of ancient history and modern development. Often referred to as the mountain city, Chongqing is characterized by its hilly terrain and impressive transport system. It includes 24 bridges that connect urban areas on both sides of the Yangtze River. And if the statistics are right, they have more than 20,000 bridges. So I took the train in the morning, and I reached there by about late afternoon. And this is the Chongqing West Railway Station. As expected, this railway station was massive, so I had to walk quite a bit to get to the ride-sharing pickup area. So I booked in Didi to take me to the hotel. the ride sharing in China is quite prevalent, and in some of the cities you would only get ride sharing taxis. You generally don't get the normal taxis. These are quite efficient to book, and it's fixed rates and extremely cheap. I think I paid about $10 to get from the West Chongqing station to where I was staying in the city. The climate when I arrived there was quite good. It wasn't hot or cold, but Chongqing could get really hot in summer and really cold in winter. By the time when I got there, it was really pleasant. Because it's not near the sea, the humidity is quite less, and it's quite a good place to be in. One of the most important things if you're planning to travel to China is to have the WeChat app installed in your phone, and you can actually link your credit card to the app, which makes payment for most of the amenities quite easy. And China is almost like a cashless society. Not many people carry any cash. For everything you can pay through WeChat. So finally I reached my accommodation area. So it was an apartment just by the side of the river. It's quite a good place, and I just went in, checked in, relaxed for some time, and then was planning to go out in the evening. So I booked in for a Riverview apartment, which was fabulous. So in the evening, I didn't have much plans, so I thought I'll go for a walk. So this is the apartment complex, and I'm just taking a stroll. We'll probably have some lunch in the night. So all these shops open up. Another thing about traveling in China is that I've always felt extremely safe, even if it is late at night or really early in the morning. It is absolutely safe. There are some concrete trucks pouring concrete, and there was a police station nearby, so I just crossed the road and voila, that's the river view. The air felt fresh, and it was in the evening and quite a relaxing environment. The lights were all on. It was beautiful scenery. So I just wanted to take a good walk along the river. Surprisingly, there were very less people in this part of the city, even though this is just next to the city. I think this side is less populated maybe. There were a lot of the cruise ships parked on the side, and then there were families and some people walking around enjoying the place. So there were like two levels of walk path, and the third layer is the main road. So you can actually go down if you want, if you want to walk very near to the river or a little bit higher where the views are better. During the day, these cruise ships would have been packed with local tourists and probably some foreigners as well. It would have been a dine-in and party boat. Chongqing is uniquely situated at the confluence of two major rivers, the Yangtze River, which is the longest river in Asia and the third longest in the world. The Yangtze River flows through Chongqing, providing stunning views and significant historical importance. And the other river is the Jiliang River. It's a major tributary of Yangtze, and it also flows through the Chongqing city. The rivers are an integral part of the city and its identity. From the rains recently, I think the water is quite high. Obviously, this one is coming from the Three Gorges Dam, I believe. It's downstream to Three Gorges Dam. But even then, there's ample of water. Just opposite to that building. Okay. That kind of looks like the Empire State Building from America. But yeah, I think these are the floating boats where people go on the boat. I think there's dinner and music. I've never seen like huge party boats like how we see in Australia. It's more of people like to eat, dine, and drink. So I'm just doing a walk. There you go. The water for Yangtze River comes from the Three Gorges Dam, which is built across the Yangtze River. So the construction started in 1994 and completed in 2006 and was operational by 2012. I think it produces about 22,500 megawatts of electricity every year, and it's one of the biggest hydroelectric dams in the world. So I'm just walking along the river banks, so you can see the river on the other side. It's a big city. It's one of the biggest cities, I believe. As you can see. But surprisingly, the weather is quite pleasant now. It's not hot or cold or humid. You can see the cable car. Seriously well-lit city. The time would have been about 9 or 9:30 at night. So it was a bit late in the evening. But even then, there are people walking around, there are kids running around, but not as many people as you generally see in China. This is a double-decker bridge, which you see in the front. On one floor, the subway trains run, and on the upper deck, it's just the buses and cars. But what's fascinating is the lighting. Surprisingly, there's not many people at all here. I'm surprised there's not many people. Generally, these places are like packed. And maybe Chongqing is, even though they have a huge population, there are different places and areas where you can go to, and yeah. I could still see some of these cruise ships, and they were beautifully lit, and looks like there are a lot of people in there, but most of these ships are diners, I believe, so you can basically sit there, order food and have food, but doesn't seem to be having a lot of dancing and partying going on. But whatever it is, it's good. Beautiful lighting, and what you see at the back is probably part of the CBD. But I think the other side of the river is the more busier place. Well, there are a lot of trees, a lot of greenery, and this is just a normal walk path. There's absolutely no garbage anywhere. It's quite clean. Most Chinese cities are quite clean, in the contrary to what people think. The quality of life is quite good as well, as long as you're earning much. I think the only issue, what people look at is that the long working hours, they work their ass off. But if you're a big business owner and got enough money, it's a fantastic place to live. You can see a guy taking a fishing rod for fishing. See a camper van. That's interesting. Oh, look at the public toilet. This is the first time I'm looking at like A roadside public toilet, yeah. Looks well lit. Maybe they're clean as well. Just by the looks of it from outside. Even in Australia, the public toilets are not that clean. Yeah, it's a lot of cost cutting where they don't employ enough people to keep all these things clear in Australia. But in China, I think the labor is cheap or cheaper. I'm just walking along, having a look at these places. So I'm actually walking on the side of the road because there are two levels of walk paths. There's one down, and then there's another one. So this is the upper deck. This is the main road. This is the upper deck, and you can see the lower deck. So you can walk on both the sides, both the decks. Is that a Jeep? Or is that a Jeep knockoff? No, it's not a Jeep, it is something like a Jeep. I think I've come almost near where I stay. So it's a nice walk, and I'm hungry. I need to go grab some food. So this is a zebra crossing. They're pouring some concrete. Oh, that's nice, man. Oh, look at that. That's underground parking. What is this? A restaurant? I ordered for some noodles and it was really spicy, but that's Chongqing food. Chongqing food is extremely spicy. For the Yangtze River, probably I'll come in tomorrow and have a look. Tourist map, Yangtze 3 gorges. It was late night and I was sleepy, so I just went to get some drinks and some water and go to bed. Don't miss out my part 2, the day 2 in Chongqing, where I'll be exploring some of the best things to do in Chongqing. Thank you.